All right. Okay. Here we are. Today. I know it's been a while. It's been a long while since I posted anything, and that's my bad, you know. I don't know, I've been busy with moving and other stuff. Um, and yeah, it's been a weird kind of time for the UFC, to be honest with you. We're in an age of like passing the time before UFC 250 kind of, or it felt like we were kind of just passing the time until UFC 328, which is the card I'll be breaking down today. But yeah, I really wish I should have broke down. I don't remember. I don't think I did. I did not break down this card. I really wish I did. Proshka versus Olberg, fantastic card. Burns versus Malott, skip over that one. Sterling versus Alal, got skip over that one a little bit. Della Maddalena versus Pratis, great card. Kind of boring for the most part for the prelims, to be honest with you. But the main card got exciting, got pretty fun. Sucks to see Della Maddalena, my Jack lose to Pratis. It's sad, but I'm also excited for Pratis. I'm a big fan of both of these guys, so I'm excited for Pratis, but at the same time I'm sad for Jack because I like both of them. Didn't want to see either one of them lose. I wish I could have gotten a draw KO from both of them, and they both get title shots, but don't have to fight each other. I'm just kidding. Anyways, here we are. This one has kind of got me shit before for taking Strickland's side in the trash talk versus Chimaev, because Chimaev, I'll be honest with you, he's a big hypocrite. And he's just a big sissy pants. He's a big old sissy pants, Chimaev is. But we'll get to that later. Let's go ahead and start breaking down the card. Our first fight, Clayton Carpenter versus Jose Ochoa. They finally have odds. Holy shit. Remember how much I complained? I was like, $1 billion company. Yeah, we have no odds. And it is Monday. It is Monday, mind you. These are the Monday odds for a card that is this weekend. So we have odds. We have odds, guys. This is great. I love it. Clayton Carpenter. Oh my god. Why did that happen right now? Okay. All right. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Both are coming off of a loss. He's coming from the country of Peru, but I like his past record a little bit more. We got Alabeev lost by decision. That's good. Knocking out Cody Durden. That's good. Losing to Loder Kavanaugh by decision and not getting knocked out by him. That's good. So I like seeing that. I don't like seeing Clayton Carpenter's. I mean, Ulanbekov isn't the worst loss, but we saw how Horiguchi slimed him out. 2 wins, and then now he's done 2 losses. So he's kind of 50-50 in the UFC. I think I'll choose Jose Ochoa to get the job done. This will probably be like a decision, leaning more towards Jose Ochoa, unless Clayton Carpenter pulls something crazy out of the bag. But Jose Ochoa. Next, we are doing another. Oh, I thought this was kind of more of a layup fight. Kind of is a layup fight. Who the fuck is this guy? Are you kidding me? What is this? What is this going on here? What the fuck? You lose to that guy? I gotta be honest. To Jordan Santos, I've not really heard of this guy, but 3 wins by knockout for 11-2 means he's not that much of a killer versus Basinger Susukaraev Hunter. He's been beating absolute scrubs too, but at least he's been taking them out. 9 wins by knockouts, 1 by submission, 7 first-round finishes. I mean, we could probably expect the same thing, first-round or second-round finish from Basinger Susukaraev to Jordan Santos. I'm just sorry. Not seen enough of you, and I don't believe in you, and plus the odds makers don't either. Plus 475. Next, moving up, Pat Sabatini versus William Gomez. Good old Pat Sabatini. He's on a good win streak right now. His last loss was to Diego Lopez in 2023. My only thing is that Mr. Sabatini does not like to fight too often. Ooh, we lost to Jackson by KO in round 1. Ooh, that is not good. Not good at all. Only 2 wins by knockouts, 12 wins by submissions. Oh my God, that is not very good. But William Gomez isn't much of a looker either, you know. He did beat Marshall, though, which is interesting, by split decision in 2023. He's got a pretty good... Hyder Mill is not a terrible loss, but it's also... This is featherweight. Yeah. Slight favor towards Sabatini, but William Gomez has, like, that body that just screams, like, can do vicious things to you, you know what I mean? But I'll be sticking with Pat Sabatini. Going with the odds makers on this one, too. Probably will get some sort of grapple-heavy game plan against some taller and lengthier and longer guy. But William Gomez is primed for a knockout, so I won't be too surprised if William Gomez somehow figures out a way to... Because I think he's gotten, 7 wins by knockout, so not too terrible. Moving on up into our early prelims, Roman Kopylov. How the mighty have fallen. I remember Kopylov was looked at as a much bigger prospect. I mean, he's really only beat this guy, Friend, lost to Hernandez, which isn't terrible. Beat Almeida by split decision, which is good because Almeida is supposed to be like a kickboxing heavy guy, kickboxing legend guy or whatever. Beat Curtis Blades, which is like, that's good, but it's also it's also kind of I just really immediately hoping it still worked. I don't think it did. Look, thank God. Another technical difficulty. That's all right. We're getting through this. Lost to Rodriguez and Costa, which in hindsight, these are not too bad losses. Versus Marco Tulio. I could have swore this was the guy that was just getting slimed for fun for a minute there. Beat Trayshawn Gore by KO. No, I'm thinking of a different Tulio, but they look similar. He got slimed out by Chris Duncan. Chris Duncan isn't a terrible loss. Minus 200 for Marco Tulio, but it is not. While Roman Kopylov might be a good sneaky underdog on this one. He might be a good sneaky underdog. It would just be... Trying to think. Same height. Pretty similar reach. Same leg reach. Man, this is a tough one. I just feel like he might have a little bit more power than Kopylov. To be honest with you. But we'll see. I'm going to go with Marco Tulio on this one, but again, I'm feeling a Roman Kopylov sneaky underdog victory on this one too. But I'll stick with Marco Tulio with this one, the odds makers. But I think if he does lose, he gets caught by like a head kick or something like that from Roman Kopylov. Anyways, moving on. A true battle of the unks. Jim Miller versus Jared Gordon. Jared Gordon, he looks so... he looks so fun. He's just such a scowl on his face. Like he's been done wrong. He's been done dirty. Jim Miller too. These guys are really past their primes. It is a battle of the unk. Gonna go with Jared Gordon on this one. He is the younger unk in this situation. I think overall, Costa Garcia beat Gordon, Hasbras, man, he fought Patty so long ago. He hasn't been doing terrible. Lost a split, won, got KO'd, unfortunately. And hasn't been too good for Jim Miller either. Oh my God, I was about to sneeze, but I can't. It's just going to burn my insides. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to go with Jared Gordon to get this done by decision. or maybe a late finish, either TKO or submission for Jared Gordon. Anyways, moving up, Grant Dawson, Mateusz Rebecki. I'm surprised Mateusz Rebecki. I feel like this is gonna end up being more of a pick'em fight. Because again, I feel like they might be kind of similar record-wise. He beat the famous Orobly, bro. Who the fuck is this guy? Come on, Rebecki. What were we listening to this guy for? Ferreira? By KO? What the fuck? Rebecki has been solid for the most part. He lost to Klein, but he could have beat Klein, honestly. And he lost to Chris Duncan. Now, the more I look at him, he just looks really sad. Grant Dawson, though. Oh, Grant Dawson. Poor guy. Dude starts getting back on track, and then he gets derailed by a KO loss. Like, seriously. Beat Gordon, beat Madsen, beat Ismagulov, KO'd by Bobby Green. Beats Selecki, beats Garcia, even KOs him. Beats Ferreira, gets KO'd by Torres. So let's see. Maybe he goes on a streak again. I think by the pattern of Grant Dawson, he should get this one back. He should get this one back against Mateusz Rebecki. I think that's why they have a minus 155. The odds makers also see the pattern. But don't be surprised if Mateusz Rebecki pulls a really gritty performance and wins. This card has a lot of don't be surprised if, except for like Banks or Sukaraya, that's one like a guaranteed slaughter. But so far it's a lot of, but don't be surprised if Yoel Alvarez versus Yaroslav Amasov. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this guy is from PFL. And he was PFL champ for a minute. Just beat Neil Magny by submission, which is a pretty good win. 29-1, number 14 in the welterweight division against Joel Alvarez, who's not a slouch either. He only lost to Arman Strickland by KO, which is not terrible. His only loss is to Arman Strickland. That's actually really good. Really good to show. This might be a little bit tougher than we think, but I think if anything, Yaroslav Amasov is like a guy that's gonna stick to a game plan, and if he's gonna grapple fuck you, he's probably gonna grapple fuck you, and I think he'll probably do that to the taller, longer reach guy. 6'2", 77-inch reach to 75-inch. Yeah, expect a Yaroslav grapple heavy approach on this one, to be honest. And oh my god, I didn't even know he was on this card. Oh my god, what a great surprise. So this is another, so they have two slaughter matches on here. Two sheep to slaughter matches on this one. Okay. Oh, I was making fun of him earlier. So I was like, who the fuck is that guy? I was like, we can't be losing to that guy. Well, here he is, Ozzy Diaz. 10-3, so I mean, the record isn't terrible, but I mean, look at the difference here. This versus this. This versus this. Like, it's going to be a Taba Gutierrez the whole way, man. The whole way. I mean, yeah, got fucking slammed out by Ming Yang. So you've been slammed out by Ming Yang, you're probably going to get slammed out by Taba Gutierrez. It would not be a terrible idea, though, because Ozzy Diaz does have 7 wins by knockouts. Throw $5 on Ozzy Diaz. It probably gets you a decent amount of money. Let me just check. Okay? Be real quick. We'll just check. All right, we'll just check. All right, we're just checking this. Just checking this, all right? Because I'm curious. I want to check this. Hold on, it's taking a second, sorry. I want to see how much $5 gets you on Ozzy Diaz. How much $5? Why do they have WNBA's betting on this? That's crazy. Wow, they have the MVP Rousey Corano card in here, but they don't have the fucking UFC 238. What the fuck is wrong with them? And they only have it for these. The MVP versus Rousey card is only these. Wow. See, this is why I need a new sports bookie. So what the fuck is this? And I just want to show this on this video here. It's only Rousey and Carano and UFC Freedom 250. I guess the UFC 328 just doesn't fucking matter. MGM, fucking shitty ass sports bookie. Okay, put $5 on Ozzy Diaz. I bet you'd get you a nice bag if he ends up somehow pulling off a miracle against the David Gutierrez. But that's what it's gonna need. That's why he's minus 1,000, because Ozzy Diaz needs a miracle on his side to win. But anyways, moving on up. Ooh, another battle of the Unks. King Green, Jeremy Stevens. I think Bobby Green is the rightful favorite in this. He's gonna have slicker, better striking than Jeremy Stevens. Even man, 20-20 is crazy, man. Absolutely crazy, Mr. Jeremy Stevens. Really crazy here. And they put him on the main card, which is crazy too, to be honest. Who else would be main card worthy? I guess no one. I guess, yeah, name wise. Bobby Green's, Jeremy Stevens. I'm gonna go with Bobby Green on this one. Like I said earlier, just way slicker, better striking. Like, what did he fight at featherweight? No, this is lightweight. I mean, loss. He's fought in bare knuckle a little bit. Got pieced up by mkay, but he did beat Eddie Alvarez, which is a lightweight go. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Bobby Green on this one. I think he's gonna do the slicker striking, make Jeremy Stevens miss. Jeremy Stevens, though, could throw a Hail Mary KO. Bobby Green's chin is susceptible, but I think it's gonna be a schooling from Bobby Green. I think he's gonna school him and be like, I've been fighting these young bucks at lightweight, like, nonstop. Like, Bobby Green has been fighting young killers, nonstop. Roofy, Zellhuber, Gibson, fucking Patty, Turner, fucking Dawson, Dober. He's fought Islam. He's fought Hatsrat. He's beat Fiziev. He beat Fiziev in that fight. I don't care what anyone says. Bobby Green's been there, man. He's been there, done that. I think this is Bobby Green styling kind of fight. Bobby Green styling on him kind of fight. He's going to be doing a lot of shoulder rolling, a lot of he-heing. I hope he does some Michael Jackson shit. That'd be great for the Michael Jackson movie. But anyways, moving on up. Yeah, King Green by decision. Maybe Jeremy Stevens pulls out a Hail Mary KO, though. There's a lot of maybe they do this kind of KO. And that is a possibility of MMA. There's always a maybe they do this. I really want to go with Sean Brady, but man, I really want Joaquin Buckley to beat Sean Brady. Sean Brady is just so boring, bro. No personality. He's like, the fucking tough jiu-jitsu guy. Yeah, that's my personality, and like, yeah, cool guy. Joaquin Buckley actually tries to promote his fights, tries to be entertaining and shit. Tries to have fun striking matches and stuff. Tries to, have wars with guys. Sean Brady just wants to hug you, get you down, choke you if he can. And if he can't, he's going to hug you. He's going to hug you tight. Sean Brady coming off of a massive slime out from Morales. And just to be slimed out by Bilal is just so terrible, bro. Especially recently. Bilal was not someone you should have been getting slimed out by for your young prospect. I feel like Joaquin Buckley did better against Usman than Sean Brady did against Bilal did, I think Joaquin Buckley's gonna be can be pretty strong in the grappling exchanges if he does the right technique and he does the right things. We'll see how good his grappling is in this fight. That's gonna be the big determination. I think if he shucks off a couple of takedown attempts in the first 1 to 2 rounds, he has a really good chance at winning this. I'm gonna go with Joaquin Buckley by sneaky decision here. I don't think he's gonna tap to Sean Brady or let himself get choked out. Like, I don't think Buckley's that kind of guy to, like, if he does get choked, he's going out. But I don't think he's going to tap to Sean Brady. I'm feeling like Joaquin Buckley here. I feel like he wants it more. He seems like he wants it more. Sean Brady just is like, yeah, I want to be the best. I want to be the best. You know, Joaquin Buckley's making edits of like, this is my heart, my soul, my everything. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to win. And like, I don't know, I just don't see that from Sean Brady. He seems like kind of okay with just chilling in the top 15. You know what I mean? But anyways, moving on up. Oh yeah, Joaquin Buckley by decision or TKO. Hopefully, I would really like another follow up TKO on Sean Brady. Guy's fucking boring. We're getting really spoiled with this card. We had a lot of great matchups, honestly. Volkov versus Waldo Cortez Acosta. This is a tough one. But I'm going Volkov on this one to keep the distance, keep a good tit-tat, little heavyweight masterclass on Waldo Cortez Acosta. Guys who have really short, range against 78-inch reach to 80-inch reach. That's pretty good, but he's going to be a lot taller than him, so Waldo's going to be swinging upwards, which, it kind of gets rare for heavyweights to have to actually swing upwards at a guy. And that can tire your arms out, swinging upward at a trajectory versus swinging, at your body level. So I'm going to go with Volkov on this one. Very crafty. I mean, he technically did beat Cyril Gane. I think everyone knows he didn't beat Cyril Gane. Got Almeida out of there. Again, split decision against Gane. I don't like how he has not been super active, though. He only fought once in 2025. It's crazy. I'd like to see him fight more this year. But, I'm going with Volkov on this one to get, he's going to have a tricky, good defense against Waldo Cortez Acosta. I think Acosta's probably going to waste a lot of energy. He might try to go for a takedown, but, I mean, Volkov's just too big, bro. He's too big. Volkov by victory. I think he a decision, or he's gonna score TKO against Waldo Cortez Acosta. Moving on up, Tatsuro Taira versus Joshua Van. The champ is the underdog, and that's for a good reason, because Tatsuro Taira is a master at getting the back, and that's probably what's gonna happen. Honestly, I have not seen Joshua Van really defend his back very well. Who knows? Maybe Joshua Van catches Tatsuro Taira on the feet a little bit, and Tatsuro Taira wants to get one back on the feet. Tatsuro Taira's also got some hands, man, but I think this is Japan's time to get the belt. I really do. I feel like with how everything has been going, Japan's been down on its luck. This is Japan's time to fly. To fly it is. I like Joshua Van a lot, man, but unfortunately, I've just not seen the takedown defense that is going to be good against someone like Tatsuro Taira, who's going to jump on your back and just start either hammering you or start choking you out. So it'd be interesting if Joshua Van gets out of the first couple scrambles with Tatsuro Taira. Unfortunately, it's not one of those things where Taira really stops trying to do that. He just keeps trying to do that. So I'm going to have to go with Tatsuro Taira to get this done by submission. I think he rear naked chokes him most likely. Joshua Van here. And they'll probably run Tatsuro Taira versus Pantoja X in Japan, which I would like, and I'm kind of hoping for that a little bit. I really like Joshua Van. Against anyone else, I'd want him to win, but Tatsuro Taira, I want him to win. I want Japan. I want a UFC Japan. I want a reason to go to Japan. It'd be really cool. All right, we need a UFC Japan. Fucking, it's such an untapped market that the UFC just fucking does not give a fuck about, or they just need a reason to give a fuck about. So we'll see. I would love to see like a fucking Pride-esque kind of promotion, for Tatsuro Taira for him fighting in Japan. That'd be really cool. But anyways, moving on up, Khamzat Chimaev versus Sean Strickland. Man, it sucks, because I like Sean Strickland a lot. Ugh. I know a lot of people don't, but whatever, man. Oh, he fights boring. He just got a TKO his last fight, huh? What about that? I know Hernandez is he's no Chimaev, right? But he was a takedown heavy guy who was ragdolling a lot of these other guys at middleweight. Beat Costa, which is a great win. It's not like he ever got destroyed by Duplessis. He definitely got his nose broken in the second fight, but he wasn't. At no point in either of these fights was he scrambling to get out of a TK, being TKO'd and stuff like that. Again, Ferrer's not that bad of a loss. He's beat a lot of good guys at middleweight. Mavov win is aging well. I'd say the only win that isn't aging well is Adesanya, because Adesanya has really fallen off. Yeah, it's going to be tough for Strickland, man. I won't lie. Strickland's going to get taken down. He's going to get held there, but I think he's going to give more of a grit to Khamzat Chimaev. I really do. I really think he's going to break out of some of these positions, and I think he's going to surprise a lot of people. I really do. I still think Khamzat Chimaev is still going to win just based on control. Just control. Khamzat Chimaev is going to win. I hate to say it because I love Sean Strickland. And I'd love a surprise TKO, but that's just not the power Sean Strickland has. He doesn't have a one-shot power or anything like that to really stop Khamzat Chimaev. Maybe if Sean Strickland had to do some fucking flying knees or something like that, something big that can really stop Chimaev, but Chimaev can't be stopped. That's the thing. He's just going to keep shooting at your hips. He's going to keep shooting for that and getting the takedown. That's his thing, man. That's his bread and butter. Shoots for a takedown, and he gets it. I think his takedown defense was like 1 and 2 or something like that. Like, nobody shoots on Khamzat. I'd like to see that from Sean Strickland. Fucking implement some of the wrestling on him, you know? Put some of that wrestling on him. But unfortunately, good for Sean Strickland, man. He just has no way of really dealing with that heavy grappling, unless he had that same beard and same hairstyle and, grew up in the Chechen mountains like him. It's a tough thing. This guy's been, grabbing onto goats and shit like that since he was, 3 years old. So hard to beat that kind of grip, that strength, that genetics, that special love between parents, or maybe not parents, maybe some brothers and sister love that makes this beautiful creation. I'm joking. It's fucked up. But I mean, yeah, I just hate how Khamzat Chimaev is like, jumping around 170, 185, and then boom, he shows up at 185, beats Whitaker in surprising fashion, beats Duplessis in very boring fashion. His Usman fight wasn't that much to note either, honestly. His only, good fight where he got some, pushback with Burns. And that's probably because he had to cut a lot to 170. But this fucker only fights, he had that moment where he was, fighting a ton. As you can see here, 3 times in 2020. 3 fucking times. And then fucking 2021, fights once. 2022, fights once. Or he actually fights twice. This was because he was overweight, by the way. Fights once in 2023, fights once in 2024, fights once in 2025, and this will probably be the only fight we get out of him in 2026, which I hate. I hate that. Inactive as fuck. Boring as fuck. So if he has another lay and pray fight, good. I hope he does. I hope he has a lay and pray fight, and fucking people love it, eat it up. Well, the dominant champion, wow, this is so great. Wow, this is what I want. I hope people get what they want. I hope they get a Khamzat Chimaev laying fest for fucking 5 rounds. Maybe Sean Strickland flips him off. That would really be good for Sean Strickland. He should try flipping him off. That would be great to try to engage him more on the feet. Maybe catch him with something. But I feel like if anything, too, Chimaev could put hands on Sean Strickland. He's got heavy hands, too. He just doesn't throw him too much. Maybe because he doesn't have very much confidence in him. But yeah. Anyways, that is Chimaev versus Strickland. I have not been on for a while. I do apologize. I mean, just for instance, it has been... Thank you to all my subscribers, by the way. It has been pretty much about 1 month. Wow. I've been very lazy. That is my bad, you guys. We're going to keep it up. We got a lot of good cards to look forward to. I mean, shit, after this one, it's the MVP card. But yeah, no, we got a great card coming up, guys. I'm excited for this one. We'll definitely be tuning into this one for Rizzle. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I will get back on the grind now. Starting today. Starting right now. We're going to make shorts. We're going to do long videos. Do all that stuff. I'm going to try to do live streams as well, too. for these events, get my live reaction and stuff. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Anyway, see you guys. Love you guys.